Hey, you guys, welcome back to Shine On at Home with Cindy. Y'all, I had an idea today, and it was regarding downsizing, and it was also regarding what you want your downsized home to feel like. For me, it has been a coastal vibe since downsizing from that big home that was so hard to keep up. The outside entertaining area, the pool, both levels. I mean, it was like two houses, one on top of the other. It was really robbing us of even being able to enjoy it, right? When we stumbled upon this opportunity to downsize and buy this way smaller home, way over half the size. I don't even have half. You have to really think about, okay, well, what do you like? I mean, what do you want it to feel like? For me, I've stayed in a lot of Airbnbs. I've rented homes on the West Coast, in Florida as well. And always, me and John both, we always said, we have been displaced, why we're here in Arkansas, we don't know, but we lean coastal. And that's just what we love. So this video, you guys, I want to show y'all how I turned my retirement home into a Airbnb feel. So far up to this point, there's still a lot of things, you guys, a lot of things I want to do. Plantation shutters, I'll point it out as I go along. How can you incorporate your style that you like when you reach retirement age, which I'm really not there yet. I'm 54. I'm getting close. I say I'm getting close, y'all. I'm already retired. Retired from the state after 28 years. So I am retired. I'm just not at that retirement age, right? This video, though, I wanted to talk about, when you downsize, when you retire, when you're my age, what can you do to make it really what you want? Your style. What is your style? That's the first thing you've got to figure out. What do I want? What is my style? If you don't know, then, you might struggle and throw things together that you brought from your big old house, from when you were raising kids and all that type of stuff. Believe me, been there. I did. I brought a whole bunch of stuff in here that did not work anymore for this life change. I'm going to take you through. I'm here in the front foyer here, y'all. It's nothing but a little lamp here, a palm, another little palm thing, and a huge mirror. I wanted to keep this space open. I'm not done with it. I'm still not done with it. I still need shutters. I'm still thinking about panels. Y'all, I'm sorry, there's a gnat. There's a gnat in here. There are some things that can still be tweaked, but I do want to reach out to the people who have a love for, like, the coast. There's something about water, and I don't know what it is, y'all. I don't know what it is. I grew up on a lake. It was kind of boring. When you're a teenager, it's kind of boring. I have always had a love for water. Once I got grown and was able to do a little bit of traveling, then I really connected with my love of water. So I'm going to take you guys through my house. If you're in my situation and you love coastal, and if you love comfort, if you love simplicity, this hopefully will give you guys some ideas on what I did. Is it perfect? No. And I've still got a long way to go, y'all. A long way. There's still so many things I want to do that I just hadn't I hadn't got there yet. I'm off to a good start, and I love the feel, the vibe, the theme that I've been trying to accomplish. Even though I'm not done, I do have a basic base to work off of, and I will tweak it as I go. So we are just gonna go through the house, and I hope this inspires somebody else. If this is your style that you like, and y'all, I'm cheap. I am cheap. You would not believe some of the things that I've gotten on clearance, things that I've gotten off of Facebook Marketplace. You just wouldn't believe it. But you can do it. And it doesn't have to be coastal. It does not have to be coastal. It can be any type of genre of decor that inspires you, that you love, that you feel comfortable in. It can be any style. Mine just happens to be coastal. Coastal with a twist. Coastal but comfy. Y'all, when I get home, I like to walk in this house and feel like I'm walking into an Airbnb. I do. I don't want the clutter. I like organization. I like minimal. Even though, you know, it's... that's a catch-22, you guys, when you love decor. Believe me, it is. So you have to find a certain balance to navigate all that. If you love decor, and y'all, I've had a ton of decor in the past that I could just walk into a room and just pick out things to swap around, because I swap stuff around all the time. And I had a plethora of decor. Well, now, moving here, I don't have that anymore. There's no space to store it. I'm just gonna walk around and hopefully give you guys a little bit of inspiration. It doesn't have to be coastal, you guys, but just what I've done to make my retirement and my downsized home what makes me feel good and what brings me joy. And you can do that with any type of style. You just gotta figure it out and wrap your mind around it, and here we go. Okay, so fun fact. Most of my friends, they already know this about me. I am deathly afraid of color. I just can't, y'all. I am deathly afraid of color. Some of my friends have sent me photos of rooms that they've made over with some of the wildest colors that you would think might not work together. Y'all, they come out looking phenomenal. These rooms look incredible. One friend of mine, she kills it. She does. She's got, she calls it a hippie style. I don't. I call it decorating knowledge is what I call it, because she knows what colors she can work with that y'all, it works. And she's so brave, you know. And I look at her stuff and, you know, I'm like, oh my gosh, I would love to do that. But I'm chicken crap from head to toe when it comes to color. So the first place that we're going to start in, y'all, I know how this is going to be one of you cover your eyeballs, okay? Because I do have mirrors everywhere. I love mirrors, especially in smaller spaces. There wasn't any really room in this little laundry room for me to, you know, do anything coastal. You know, it's just for functionality. And we walk in here from the garage, right? The only thing, yeah, I got dirty laundry, y'all. Sure do. And you do too. The only thing that I did in here was put those palm leaves in there just to give it just some little something, right? Not much, just some little flair of coastal. Got that. These photos were almost my inspiration, to be honest. I love the blue. It's a coastal color. I want my whole house to have this vibe, to be honest. I just love it. Now, how do you do that? I mean, you got 2 pictures. Well, how are you going to bring everything else around this, right? How are you going to do that? Especially working with a bunch of mess that you had from maybe your old home. That is not this vibe, this theme, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's a modern or contemporary or antique style. It's hard is what I'm saying. And y'all, I have sold a crap ton of stuff trying to get rid of things that I did not want to bring in here to mess up my vibe of what I was going for. You'll see over here, another mirror, y'all, big mirror. This could probably house a little buffet table, maybe with a coffee station there. This space could be used for a lot of different things. It's right here off the kitchen, but it's small, and I thought I want it open. I don't want to really put too much here. Y'all, I sit here in the morning time and I drink coffee. I've got a little, well, let's just go over. All right, so I did try to incorporate some blue because I want it to tie in with the rest, because this is definitely an open floor plan. So my blue that I'm going for over there has to be pulled in a little bit here to make it work. Y'all, if you don't know this about me, I have a big love for birds. And it's not just any bird. It's not like red birds, and it's coastal birds is what I love. But anyway, so you'll see these birds all over the place. So I usually sit here. You can kind of see, you walk in. I've got this chair here that's kind of a weathered looking chair. Got it at Target, I believe. And just loved the whole weathered look of it. It looked beachy to me. It looked kind of coastal. This little, what do you call it, stool, I'm using that for where I set my coffee. So, of course, I have to have, a couple of birds. I've got my little coaster there for my coffee, but I also have Days of Prayer for Women, 365 days worth of prayers for women. And I like to sit here and reflect in the morning time. Y'all, that stool, look at it. It's wobbly. I'm gonna have to fix those feet. Anyway, not to say that this doesn't look coastal, but it fits my vibe of what I'm going for. All right, so let's just keep moving on. And y'all, of course, this art here is very modern. It was from my old house. My formal dining room was very, very modern. But there was something about this white picture that I just liked. And I thought, I'm not going to sell that. I'm keeping it. Put it there. It still needs to be raised up a little bit higher. I had palms everywhere in my last house, and I have kept a select few. Put it there, y'all. I want that coastal feel from when you walk in. From when you walk in this front door here, you automatically feel Airbnb. You feel coastal vibes. That is what I'm going for here. And it has been a little bit of a challenge trying to pull stuff together without having too much, because if you come from a big place and you are trying to cram all that stuff into a small space, you are gonna encounter times that you can overdo it. You have to try things. Sometimes they don't work. Take it away. Start all over. Blah blah blah. And I'm still in that phase. I'm still trying stuff. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it does. Here's another thing. Here in this kitchen, I did have another big palm thing here in the middle. And I thought, nope, you got green stuff all over the place, Cindy. Let's designate this for what it was meant for, okay? It's an island. We sit at this island, you guys, and we eat. Well, this was the perfect place, I thought, for a little bit of decor. Not a whole lot, but fruit that we bring in. And since I'm all about decor, I don't want to remove decor for stuff like fruit. I know, right? It sounds crazy. I don't. I don't want to take away, because I think this is pretty. I don't want to take away something and put fruit there. I just don't. And my coffee stuff is over here. I'm like, nope, I don't want my fruit to go there. So, you know, you just have to figure it out as you go along. And if you have to take stuff away, you just do. Now up here, it's not really that coastal. Well, that picture over there is, it looks like, you know, a piece of coral on that blue background. Another bit of color. Yay, Cindy, you got color, you know, besides green and white and cream and gray and black. But I tried. And, you know, I think that turned out pretty good. And so, yeah, I'm all right with it, you guys. And, you know, again, I'm trying to incorporate simplicity in everything that I do. Hence this. You might be saying, oh, you got dishcloths, you know, hanging on the side of your fridge. Sure do, because it's simple. And I got these little magnetic hooks off of Amazon a long time ago, even in my big house. And I just loved it because you don't have to reach for a paper towel every time you need to dry your hands, or, you know, wipe the counter off real quick. If you've got water on the counter, it's not going to hurt it, and you can just hang it right back up and keep reusing it. So that's what I like about that. Over here, I'm still going with the coastal, and I know, y'all, I know you're supposed to work in threes. It depends. It depends on how much space you've got to work with, because y'all, I like the two. Just the two. That coastal bird paper towel holder, I think, y'all, I love it. I bought it in Florida at a boutique. Absolutely love it. I think it works because I've never had paper towels on my counter. I thought it was an eyesore, but when I saw that holder, I was like, yep, that is going to be a win for me, because you see the bird, not so much of the paper towels. So, you know, paired it with a little pot of green, and I think we're good. Anyway, y'all, I'm trying to make this island functional, but I want it to be pretty, you guys. I want it to be pretty too. I cannot get away from decor. I want to walk in my home from this door, and I want to feel like I'm walking into an Airbnb. Something simple. I can't stress simplicity enough. I like a space that's pretty, that only has the necessities and nothing more. That I don't want the clutter. I don't want anything more. As we move over here, you guys, here's my little pot, you know. You've seen this in previous videos. I had this candle, and I'll just give you a little backstory. Cleaned out this closet over here, trying to get that right. And I had a plethora of candles, just candles in there that had been, some of them had been burned quite a bit. Some of them hadn't. But I thought, why am I hanging on to all these candles that people bought me, like Christmas gifts and stuff? Why am I not using them? You know, am I saving them in case the electricity goes out? Well, y'all, we got flashlights and a bunch of batteries. So, you know, I do have some emergency candles, but, you know, this was so cute. It matched. It's got, you know, it's white and blue. It's got a little bit of blue. So I decided to put that there. And I know, yeah, two things. They say no, you got to have three things together or five. Well, I have decided to just do 2 and 2 and have my dish soap there. And I'm just, I'm happy with it. I don't have a lot of counter space. I don't want to clutter it up because it throws me off. It throws me off, and it gives me an unpeaceful feeling when there's too much stuff on my counters. So that's why I have only done the 2. That's why I did that, y'all. All right, so I did decide to use my cutting board. Y'all, it's not fancy. It's simple. My cutting board. This is a little decor item here that came from Amazon. It's just a little glass, I say glass, I mean it's breakable. Pear, I've got to have somewhere to put my fruit. I thought this is going to be perfect. So take the decor away, Cindy, take it away and make this more functional than I did have it. So yeah, that's what I did there. It's working out okay. Of course, these plates and stuff, you know, it looks pretty. It looks pretty. Is it needed? No, I could take all that away and it would still be fine. It would still be totally fine. It would probably even look a little better, you know, to be clean and clear with no clutter. But I like this the way it is. And these cushions here that I put on these bar stools, they match these, the reversible, but they match the placemat. They're reversible. So, you know, that looks good. It matches. Or you can turn it over this way. Look, the tag's still on it, y'all. Look. Anyway, it matches those placemats. But I thought, you know, I don't want to be just too matchy. So I turned 2 of these over, and I don't tie the strings because, y'all, the strings break off. When you sit on them and pull that cushion out, those strings, they're gone. So I don't even mess with tying them on. Anyway, I used this side for 2 of them and then that side for 1 just to give it a little, you know, a little kick of something different. So anyway, y'all, that is the kitchen pretty much. Well, let me go up here. Y'all, I do have those 2 pictures up there. They work okay. You know, it's something to go up there. Let me get over here where you can kind of see a little bit better. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, y'all. There is, let me zoom in, but you can't hear me when I zoom in, but hang on. Okay, so there is a huge cutting board that I'm not using for a cutting board. Of course, it's way up there. But some olive stems in a white vase that I got from Goodwill and painted. It used to be green and gold, y'all. And I painted it white. And then on each side of that, I've got 2 white vases. I believe those came from Hobby Lobby a long time ago. I thought, you know, that's a good place for something like that. Something kind of simple. That feels kind of kitchen-y, right? So that's what I did there, y'all. So that is basically the kitchen area. All right, so now we are moving on into this open concept dining room area. So what I did here, this was my formal dining room table that I had in the big house. Got rid of my breakfast table. Y'all, I got rid of 2 tables. I had a table in our music room office that you could eat at. Got rid of that. Got rid of my breakfast table, but I kept this because it's nice. So, you know, I'm like, I don't know how these upholstered chairs are going to hold up. You know, I might have to have them recovered, whatever. But it's nice. And it was nicer than the other tables that I had. So I kept it. I kept this, and I think it looks fine here. And what I've got on top is a driftwood. Y'all, it came from Hobby Lobby. They had a big one this size and then a small one. And I'll never forget it. There was a lady there and she bought the smaller one and I grabbed the big one. And she said, oh, I really wanted the big one. I wanted it so bad. But I don't think she had a place to put the big one. So anyway, I snagged it, put this little arrangement in there. But what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put some little blue flowers to bring in some more blue, because y'all, blue's my kick right now. I'm still gonna be working on this, but the table just has a gray and white table runner, couple little coasters. A lot of times I will sit down here on this end, and y'all, these end chairs, this is like a backward situation. When I bought this table, you could buy the short ones for in the middle and the tall ones on the end, you know, like for the king and queen, you know, but they did not have it displayed like that. They had it displayed where the short ones were on the end, and they're way better chairs, to be honest, because they swivel back and forth. They're way more comfortable than these straight back chairs, you know. I love that about this table. So that's what I did. I just kept this like it was and did that. Inherited the grandfather clock, put some green. Y'all know how I am about the green. Plantation shutters in the future, yes. Palm lantern. Stove that I'm learning to love, y'all. I'm learning to love this stove, even though I did not like it. I did not like it. So anyway, the dining room part, I really, really love this area. It's got plenty of seating between this table and that bar. There's plenty to have a party or get together, or, you know, even for Thanksgiving or whatever. It's perfect to me. It's perfect. Over here, this mirror, y'all, I bought off Facebook Marketplace. It's solid iron. Gave $100 for it, and it was a booger to hang. No joke. It was a real challenge. So I'm wanting to bring in the coastal, right? I want to bring in coastal, but comfortable, beachy, but not cheap beachy, like a sophisticated type beachy, right? Incorporated this basket down here where I've got extra napkins and placemats and all this stuff. That little wine bottle there came from Jamaica when we went there one time. We've been there several times. It was a coffee liqueur or something. I don't even remember. Well, it could have been wine. I don't know. Anyway, we saved the bottle. I just love the bottle. So anyway, this table we did inherit, and I'm glad that we kept it because it's just a very nice, substantial piece of furniture. Very good quality. You just don't find this everywhere. And it, you know, is not cheap. It's not cheap. It's a good piece of furniture, so I'm glad that we wound up keeping that. But back to bringing in some of the coastal, even though this is in like the dining room part, right? It's in the dining room, so I'm wanting to incorporate coastal and dining room vibes. So that's why I went with these two little palms on each side, along with some wine corks, some extra plates, my little teapot, another Goodwill find, y'all. Put it on a little placemat from Walmart. I think it works fine. Over here, I had that sign made with a G in it. I like it fine. When I got it, it was in the raw, so I had to stain it to, you know, to match my stuff, which was easy. Yeah, I mean, it was real easy. So had that made, that little table, plant stand, yard sale. So anyway, y'all have seen this in previous videos, because I'm working back here trying to get that space right, and I'm not there yet, and I'm not in a hurry to do it either. I'm not in a big hurry. So anyway, that is the dining room portion. All right, so y'all have heard me in previous videos. You've heard my struggles, you know, with this living room, right? When we bought the house, the furniture and all this stuff was over here, and the TV was over here. It was done very, very well, but it didn't make sense to me, so we flipped it. So anyway, let's talk about how If you have a living room that you are wanting to make it have a coastal vibe or feel, let me just share with you just a few little things that I have done to try to make that happen. I'm trying to wrap my mind around coastal, right? My furniture is old and it is dark. So how am I going to incorporate some kind of coastal feel to dark furniture? What am I going to do, right? Well, I started trying to bring in blue. Blue is what I like better than like the aqua color. Sometimes, I mean, if you don't do it right, it can feel cheap, and you don't want that. You know, sometimes I look around, I'm like, oh, Cindy, that looks a little cheapy, you know. What I did, I'll just show you a few little coastal things that I did to bring that vibe into this living room, okay? There's my little coastal looking bowl that I put shells and starfish in. There's the little whitewashed riser, okay? Even though this is old, it's old. Sometimes you don't have a choice. You got to keep what you got, right? Under here is kind of a whitewashed basket. And yeah, let's go down here. There's another basket in it that's got remotes. There's some books and some extra coasters down there. You know, that kind of goes along with a little bit of the coastal vibe. So, wound up on this side of the couch, putting this little table, and just went with some white and some blue to try to bring in those colors. So that's what I did there. The couch, you know, there's just not a lot you can do with a dark brown, very, very outdated couch. I did my best. Brought in some white, brought in some navy, and I think it's okay. Is it my choice? No, it's not, but I think it's okay. Up here, this is not my choice either. For right now, it works okay. It's got a little bit of blue, got my coastal pictures, got my little whitewash. Well, they're not whitewash, but like a raw wood looking, a couple of pieces there. So did that. Now let's go over here to this table. Of course, I've got a bird. You know, I love the birds. This little hurricane lamp is full of shells, and some of these rocks, you guys, came from the lake. You know, we've got a houseboat. We get all kinds of beautiful, beautiful rocks. That lake that our houseboat and ski boat is on, it's got islands everywhere, all over. And sometimes you can find some shells, but the rocks are incredible. So anyway, that's what that is in there surrounding that candle. Down here, there's nothing special down here, just a little tiny fern thing. Y'all, that's a surround sound. Then I got my Shark vacuum cleaner plugged in back there because you can't really see it. It's hidden. Now, these chairs were in my music room and office in the big house. And I knew that I wanted to keep them. I was like, I'm keeping these chairs because I knew how much I paid for them. I knew they were good quality, and really, honestly, I just liked the way they looked. So I'm like, okay, I want coastal. They're gray. I knew I was going to have to bring in a little bit of color, but I like simple, which means white. I like clean. Anyway, there's the two white pillows. Now, I did just get this from Amazon. It is a throw, and it is so soft, y'all. It is very, very soft. And I liked it so much. Last night I went on and I ordered a second one. And I plan on putting it over here on this one. Because if I'm in here watching TV or whatever, y'all, I'm using hot pink. I'm using a hot pink blanket. And I thought, you know, I want something that kind of matches a little better than that hot pink. Ordered a second one for over here. Here's me another bird. Y'all don't look, I hadn't cleaned none of this stuff. Vase here that is navy blue, because that's what I'm going for, navy blue. Navy blue little picture in this little situation. This has been a little bit of a challenge too, but I knew that I wanted 2 palms of some sort. One day, I may get rid of the lamps and the tables and just do big trees here. I don't know. For now, I'm using stuff that I brought from the big house, and that's where these came in. That picture, I will never get rid of that. I love that. It's navy blue and white and gray. I love it. Does it kind of stick out like a sore thumb, like it might need something else? Yeah, but for now, I like it. I put a little basket here to kind of warm things up a little bit, and it's dark. It's very, very dark because it matches some of the other dark. So my color palette, honestly, is like navy, white, gray, and dark brown, and maybe some cream. So this works here, and kind of the same concept over here as what I've got going on down there, and I'm okay with it. I think it works all right. That is pretty much the living room. Oh, well, other than this over here. Another palm. See what I'm saying? Y'all, I got this planner from a yard sale. I believe the little fake palm came from Hobby Lobby. Family. Up here, I wanted to bring in some coastal vibes. I've got 2 whitewash candles on each side of this entertainment center. And I know these entertainment centers are outdated. People, you know, they're like not a thing, you know. You don't really want this if you can get by without it. But we've got it. We needed a place to put the TV. We no longer have a fireplace to put like a TV above it. So here we go. We got this. Not only that, it's got storage, and when you downsize, you are searching for any type of storage you can get your hands on, and this does have some storage on each side, so it's working out okay. But how I incorporated a little bit of the coastal here was through a basket over here. It's like a floor basket in a unique shape. I love that. Whitewash little another palm, y'all. I love the palms, but the base of it is a little whitewash. I don't know if you can see it or not, but anyway, another hurricane vase on the other side that's got that nautical looking rope. So I think that ties in fine. And then back behind is a whitewash wooden piece of art that actually needs to be hung on the wall and raised just a little bit. I just hadn't got that far yet, but it works. It does work. So moving down, you know, I was like, I feel like I need something on that little shelf, but what do you do? I just bought a simple curved bowl from Walmart, stuck it there. It works fine as a piece of art, and I'm good with it. I am good. So down here, of course, I have another bird, y'all. I've got a photo, family photo there, a little piece of green over here on this side, and some books also that were kind of in the same color scheme. There's some blue, navy blue, that Haley's Bible handbook. It's a navy blue. There's a black journal. There's a glare, so I know you can't see, but there's a gray book and then the white one on the bottom. Simple church. I think it works fine down there. Y'all, if y'all have not read that, get it. Jesus Freaks. Oh, it's so good. So that is pretty much the living room and how I have tried so hard to incorporate this coastal feel as if you were walking into an Airbnb on the coast or close to the water. Even though, you know, I'm in Arkansas. So anyway, it's been a challenge and there's still a lot of tweaks. But anyway, this is the living room part and what I've done to make it what I like. So we are walking into the master bedroom. Y'all, not a lot of coastal stuff going on in here. Just a tad. Y'all know I gotta have some little touch of coastal. This this has been, well, I'll just say, we had the floors pulled up, new floors put down, and love it. Love this. If you have ever questioned whether or not you want like a hardwood or any LVP or any kind of wood look floor, I'm just here to tell you, yeah, do it. Look how clean it looks. It looks fantastic with a rug. It looks great. It really does. You know, we've got an office back here. A lot of y'all have seen this. It's a poor John. You know, I shut him out a lot of times. I put him in here, close his pocket door, and he can work from home. Got this office, which is a really, really nice feature about this house. But so, of course, I got to have some kind of little palm there. Still trying to bring in some blue here. I really like the blue. Now, what's going to happen at some point, yes, plantation shutters are going to happen. It may not happen for a while, but on both windows, plus panels on each window. That is just what it's going to be to make this room really right. And I'm just doing it one step at a time. Y'all saw me get the rug, the bench. Y'all have seen me, you know, do all kinds of little things. This little table here, little sofa table, it came from Amazon, and y'all, it's pretty good quality. I'll just tell you. It works fine under that TV, and tried to bring in a little bit of coastal. Not a whole lot. Just some candles, a little bit of green, a little photo of me and John on the beach because, you know, it's coastal. Used another one of those coastal pictures, and then a couple more of me and John with this natural weave looking basket down there. It's empty, there's nothing in it. It's just for decor. Now, I've wondered about putting something there, but y'all, I want to keep it simple and minimal. And it's a struggle, you know, like I've said before, when you really, really like decor. It's just hard to be a minimalist. And I don't claim to be one, but I do in my mind. I haven't really succeeded that much in it. But anyway, trying to tie in my blue. I've got blue pillowcases that I just washed the crap out of, y'all. It's my only blue pillowcases, navy color. And I just keep washing them and reusing them. But yeah, I love the navy though. The navy, the white, the gray, the black. Love it. Here is the other hurricane lamp, and it doesn't have anything in it but a little candle. And just trying to keep things simple, very, very simple. Okay. Not a whole lot of coastal going on in here. A little. I can do better. I can do way better than this. And you know, again, I'm just not there yet. Just not there. Love this. Love that I only put very minimal things here on one side, and that side is open. I'm really struggling and trying so hard to be minimal. Just put a little family photo there with some green and a little other piece of decor there. That's what I wound up doing here in this bedroom. You know, I come in here, I feel peace. I don't feel like I've got a lot of clutter in here. I think it works for what I'm going for. But I will tell you this, I've already moved this chair this morning, just this morning, over there and moved it back. Y'all, that's what I do. That is the rundown of the master bedroom. And y'all, I'm not going to show too much of this home office because It's just boring. To be honest, it's boring. I still have instruments that need to be hung. I've still got a ton of things that need to happen in this office. And this is not my space, y'all. It is not my space. It is John's. So, you know, this will probably be the last thing that we do. But anyway, it is still very, very nice to have for when he needs to work from home. And so, yeah, no complaints about this space. It is a true blessing to have this area right off of the bedroom. It helps us so much. So, yeah, I'm grateful for it. Okay, so not a lot of coastal going on in this space, you guys. This is the main bathroom, not the master bathroom, but still trying to wrap my mind around this whole situation. It's just white and bland. To be honest, it is just white and bland. Did try to put this little palm thing, and you can look back on my previous videos and see that this is not really a vase. It's not, but I'm using it as one. Did put this little coastal piece of art there to bring in a little, but you know, it doesn't work because it blends into the wall. You can't really see it good. Up there, that's like an orchid looking plant thing. There's another hurricane lamp with the nautical looking rope on it. You probably cannot see it very well. Tried to bring in a little, but again, it's very, very bland. To be honest, this will be a project for another time, you guys. It will be. It will be later. This is just a regular shower, okay? Nothing special or fancy about this shower. It's just a plain old shower, you know? So, oh look, there's a washcloth. Get that, Cindy. So anyway, that is a little extra bathroom. This little hallway here is not coastal inspired. It is European inspired because I have a few European photos here, and there's a stein. I have to display this stuff. I have to. At one time, my whole house was decorated in like Parisian. When we visited Europe, went to Germany and Paris, it was just so influencing that I tried to decorate my whole house in that theme or vibe. But these two photos, yes, they are not coastal, but I don't care. They are memories, great memories, wonderful memories. And so, yeah, that's where this came in at. So you guys have seen me struggle over this spare room so many times. I've shown it so many times. Y'all, I'm taking my friend's advice. I sure am. And she knows, believe me, she knows what she's talking about. This room, I wanted to be coastal, but not in coastal colors. I wanted it to be in something different. Now, it's hard when you're working with all white walls, okay? I love the white walls. I do. It's clean, very, very clean and minimal looking. But it does bring with some challenges, because if you don't want traditional coastal colors, it's hard, especially when you've got furniture this color. Y'all, that cherry wood looking stuff. It's hard. Got a couple of family photos here. Y'all know how I do. One above the light switch, one below. I love that. I love the way it makes the wall look longer. The only thing I knew to do in here, y'all, and this whole thing may be totally redone. Totally redone. We hadn't been here that long, so I'm still trying to use my old bed, my old nightstand. There's a table over here that I inherited from my dad. Old table. So I'm keeping this. It kind of matches, right? It works fine. It's okay for guests. but it's real hard to decorate around. What I did, took this rug from the boat, stuck it down here. I was wanting to go with, I was trying to figure out what would match this cherry color. The bedspread, you guys, came from Goodwill, and it is the softest, most flawless bedspread. It is so comfortable. I love it. Got this little throw from Amazon. I know you've heard me before. I'm a pillow hog. And the reason I put so many pillows up here on this bed is because I do not know if people come to visit what type of pillow they like. If they like a hard one, if they like a soft one, a down one, I don't know. So I just piled it all on here. And then I had to put on a couple little decorative ones too, you know. So how do you incorporate a coastal vibe with something like this, you guys? It's hard. I'm telling you, it's hard. So the last time we went to Anna Maria Island, I got that little print. I just loved it. I love the birds. These lamps are old. They came from the old house. You know, I like the basket feel when you're going for coastal. Y'all, I tried to sell these pictures here when we moved here. Nobody bought them. Nobody wanted them. So I kept them. And for now, I'm glad I did keep them because they do give off a little bit of a coastal vibe in here. Even though it's probably all going to be changed. But for now, that is what it is, you guys. Just stuck a mirror up there. This over here, another basket. And, you know, I love using baskets when you're trying to go coastal. And I also love stripes. It doesn't matter if it's gray and white, navy and white. It just gives some kind of a little nautical flair. Stuck that there. This pillow here is also striped. I like stripes. I'm finding out I like stripes. So that pillow's striped, that one is, and then I got this striped rug. Now, my problem is, you know, this needs the shutters. It needs panels. That's going to go. I've removed, I had stuff here. I had stuff here. They're gone. That's probably going to be gone. So this room here is definitely 100% a work in progress. And to be honest, I don't know if I just need to get rid of all this, get a whole new bedroom suite, start fresh, and do it in more like blues and greens. Y'all, I posted a picture on the Shine On at Home Facebook group. It was blues, it was greens. Oh my gosh, it was beautiful. It was so pretty. And I thought, oh my gosh, I want that. I want that so bad. But it didn't have a palm tree in it. And I was thinking, you know, I would stick a palm tree in there, you know, if that was my room. But it was gorgeous. And anyway, so then I look at this bland, you know, black, white, gray, you know, anyway, this is a work in progress. But it doesn't matter if you have a space that you need to fill and you're working with your old stuff from your old house or whatever. Go ahead and just do the best you can for now and make it functional. If somebody needs to come over, spend the night, whatever, make it functional for them. Get this closet squared away where they have, you know, a closet for stuff. Give them a TV. Give them the basics. You know, if you need to come back later after everything else is done, because this is not a priority right here. It's not. But it does have the basics if someone needs to stay here. So that's where I'm at on this room. All right, so I really don't even want to bring y'all in here because there is not one dang thing that reflects coastal in this master bathroom. It just, there's nothing coastal about it. There's a little olive branch thing up there, but there's nothing. This is just total, well, okay, here we go. Here's one. This little bowl. It looks like a little shell that I put those cloths in. But there is nothing in here that reflects coastal. And I hate it. I do, I hate it. I mean, I love the bathroom. Don't get me wrong, I love this. And y'all know I've shown this shower so many dang times. Love this shower. But does it reflect coastal? No. There's nothing over here. There's nothing up there. It's just like bare, you know. And anyway, and this is a fantastic, huge closet that goes way back. It needs to be worked on as well. But there is not one thing in here, you guys, coastal. I'm keeping it just as bland as I can keep it. Y'all look at that pillow that I shoved under there. Yeah, sometimes you got to do that. Just shove a pillow under there. Anyway, there is absolutely nothing coastal about this space, and it will happen later. So you just have to pick and choose and do what you can when you can. Go from there. Just one step at a time, you know. Just do one little thing. Make it what you want it to feel like. And hey, dirty laundry, hey, who wants to come do that? If you just work at it little by little, you will get it to where you want it. And for me, like I said in the beginning, when I walk in the home, I want it to feel like I'm walking into an Airbnb, that everything is just what we need. Nothing more, no clutter, no disorganization. That is what I want out of this downsized home. And I am slowly but surely getting there. So anyway, I hope this helps you guys if you are in my predicament here and you want your home to feel like a little coastal Airbnb, you know. If that's what you're geared towards, I hope you enjoyed this content. And I enjoy sharing it. And anyway, you guys, I will talk to you soon. And good luck on your journey of decorating or downsizing and making it what you want. So anyway, talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.